Welcome back here to the Australian Lacrosse Network. Second game for today, live streamed here from the East Fremantle Lacrosse Club. We're just about to kick off the first face-off. We have Madison Copeland in there against Heather Kibbe for Waikato. And pleased to be joined by Vice President and Director of Development. Hey, Mr. Paul Buckman.
We're away.
As we are away now and running down through the defence there, but good crash by Waikato. And it's a pleasure to have you on board here, Paul. And I know you've got thrown in at the last minute, but appreciate you being here.
Welcome to all and sundry.
And the grounds look all right at the moment. Obviously, someone said you had a bit of black beetle over the year.
We did. And we had some irrigation issues associated with reticulation.
We all do that. Oshalevi with the ball, and that one has gone to the left-hand side. So, but yeah, look, obviously the weather's been, yesterday was absolutely beautiful. Today we had a bit of a rain and it's cleared up and a little bit of grey sky here, but perfect weather for lacrosse right now as
Maddie Copeland
just runs down the side there and gets WA started in the first game. And Madison Copeland coming off a 6-goal MVP performance against Victoria in a losing side. So 6 goals out of 11 was pretty good by Maddie Copeland. And you can see why she is in the Australian under-19 side. And obviously there's a few East Fremantle girls playing within this side, Paul.
There are. We've got a number of our young, talented girls playing today, and all of them playing in state league teams as well. So,
which is fantastic. And obviously development of the club, but we were talking before, development's really going on in leaps and bounds at East Fremantle.
It is. We've got a big development program right through from our... Oh, shot
good
on goal.
Save there from the goalkeeper. Fantastic from Tuapiki. And she has done a great job. I love her outfit at the moment. She's got the pink shin guards with the Waikato colours taped to the top of the helmet. And very proud to be out here playing lacrosse as we see Waikato with the ball into an offensive set being pushed really hard here by the defence. But getting in on cage, looks up the top there. Finds Harris.
Oh, nice
Harris
drive.
Steps inside, and Harris just puts that one to the left-hand side. But Waikato will get the back up there, and no dramas with that. But a good first effort from the Waikato girls.
They're looking dangerous.
They're looking dangerous. Just missed the pass there, and we've got.
Oh, we're away. Western
and
Australia.
The ball is being pushed down here. Fraser with the ball, looking left, looking right, looks inside, and that one's gone between the 5-hole. And Fraser gets her first of the game, WA's second of the game. And but Waikato not without opportunities here. And that one's only just... Oh, no, hang on. A whistle's gone before that. We'll take that back. So Fisher having another opportunity at this. There was a flag thrown early. Gets a second look. And
great save.
The keeper knew where she was going the first time and picked it up the second. So that's 2 big saves by Tuapiki. And she started the game really well for the Waikato women's team. As we just see a flag thrown here again. Our referees, or umpires as they like to be called.
Yes.
I get mixed up occasionally with the men's and the women's. But we have the head referee, Nikki Voisey. We have number 1 referee, Carolyn McCluckey. Number 2 referee, Mickey Bryan. And the bench manager is Leanne McGibbon. So great to have all those officials on the field in this game.
We've got to drive. We've got to drive and feed.
Maddie Levy looking inside. And the ball being pushed out here. And Oshalevi just incurring the wrath right there. And that will go to the Waikato in Harper Smith. So just being asked to bring back. And yeah, so Paul, in obviously Director of Development, you must be doing something right here.
Well, we've got a team of our development of 2 directors, and then we have a team of 8 DOs. So we're putting some resources into the juniors, and we're seeing results. We work with 74 primary schools in our area.
Wow.
And 14 high schools. And that's starting to pay some dividends as we're working with phys editors and the schools to do the Quick Sticks program with ALA and Lacrosse in Schools program.
And obviously with the IOC recognition coming in, that's going to be very important coming down for the future of lacrosse, both in WA and across Australia.
Oh, absolutely. No, we're working closely with ALA and that Quick Sticks program. That's starting to show some rewards as we've got kids coming down to the club. Last training session we had nearly 50 new juniors come down.
Wow.
So in our junior grades.
They're great numbers.
So things are starting to cook. And we actually had a session. Well, here we go, going to the cage.
So Emily Stevens with the ball here, just kicking it up there to Platji. Platji, obviously, yesterday, so the goal scorers, they went down 25-2 against the SA team. And as we saw in the first of our live stream today on the Australian Lacrosse Network, SA dominant over the Victorian team by, well, not dominant, but 3 goals. So the Waikato girls certainly have had some in. And Platji there, just popping it up top side. And no issue for the goalkeeper for WA there, but a little tip off in the clear. And Waikato will get the ball back under immense pressure. And Ashley Carl there just did some really good work under exceptional pressure there from Osha Levy. And Osha, obviously, within that Australian program, certainly working very hard. And she's going to draw the ire of the umpire there as well. So good work there from Carl. Has another opportunity. And steps inside. Just need to move the ball on here, Waikato. I need to get some people free and move it on because there's a lot of people. Looks inside to Platchi.
Oh, we're away. Maddie Copeland.
And Maddie Copeland, this is why she is in the Australian under-19s team.
And she got her partner.
Oh,
that's a crossbar.
Tank. But Copeland, with that one, just manages to get that back in her stick.
Oh.
Looks inside. There's a free player inside. Goalie comes out. Oh, another big save from the keeper. And Tua Picky has been big for Waikato early in this game with an almost open net. Just manages to get something back in on it. And Lucy Brown now with the ball up the top, kicking it up to Plummer. So Plummer looking at her options, kicking it down there to Fraser. Fraser just pushes it across, getting it up high here. And back to Brown. Brown just running some cross
set play here.
Little one step. Osha steps inside and bang, puts it offside. So Osha Levy with her first goal of the game. And WA out to a 2-0 lead right now and looking good. But
they are looking good. Dominant through the middle.
But Waikato certainly had some chances down there. They've obviously put a couple of shots on the keeper, so really good to see the development in those young girls. And obviously Waikato have been coming over to these national championships through the under-15s for a long time and the 18s, and it's really good to see the development of these girls as they go. And they actually won a tournament here for the under-15s back 2 years ago.
Yes, it's that development pathway that's key, just to getting our juniors through. And in numbers, because then we find our talent.
So a face-off, a
centre draw.
Centre draw. I keep getting those mixed up sometimes. Centre draw here, and that ball will go the way of WA. And I believe that number's wrong. So I'm going to say that's Courtney Johns because I don't have a number 24 on my team sheet. So I have 24. Good look, good inside look there. Ground ball to be won.
24. That looks like Skylar Levy.
Okay, so maybe Skylar's just trying to confuse us.
Oh, here. I think so.
Because I thought that when I first looked at, and I went, maybe it's not. So
we'll get a runner. We'll get a runner out there.
We'll have to too, because I think they've actually changed. Because there is no 17 on my score sheet either.
No.
So there's. We will get confirmation of some of these numbers. WA just doing a bit of a magic act for us.
They are.
And
at the top, coming round, trying to drive.
Pick being set here.
Oh, we're open on the bottom corner.
Kicks down.
Oh, look, onto the left.
Good, and bang.
Great save.
Another big save from Tuapiki.
Having a cracking game.
That is 4 from 4 in the last 4 shots. So really good. Just needs to be able to clear this ball. And just telling her attacker and defender to go away from her and give her some space. So Tuapiki really good in the cage for Waikato early on. And we have just a really settled offense.
Oh, here comes
There
the
we
pressure
go.
from
The
WA.
break came on this side, but the break actually came in the middle. If she looks up, she has players ahead of her.
Oh,
just
well,
needs to
going
move the
into
ball.
a double.
The one-handed, really good run there.
That's
from
past
Carl.
4.
Carl
Now
goes
5.
through another one, and that's got to be a whistle right there. And Carl doing a fantastic job for the Waikato team, just managing to go through about 6 defenders there, and she will have almost a free shot at the goalie. So the goalkeeper needs to step up here, and big save again. So Karen Turner in the cage for WA. Knew that one was going down to the 5-hole, just put the legs together, and that one unfortunately is going to run out of bounds, and WA will get the ball back here, I'd say, as that wasn't a shot. So WA with the ball now. Kicks it up here, puts it up to Brown. Brown bringing it down the right. Waikato in a defensive. If she can get through, that's going to be called a push. So she will look down, and that was an inherent pass. But picking the ball up here, kicks it up the top, looks inside, good inside. Again, big save from Tuapiki. She is being a brick wall down there for the Waikato team. And that's
5 saves, 5 great saves as well.
7 shots for 5 saves. I tell you, if you can go at 66% as a 70% as a goalkeeper, there ain't too many teams who are not going to want you. So really good.
But the pressure is on now.
Okay, so this is where the pressure will come. The pressure being absolutely forced on by Tatlow.
Tuapiki leading them on a dance.
She's just ring-a-ring-a-rosy right there as the ball kicks up here. But pressure, look at the pressure from the WA defense.
WA has got the press on. Ground ball in dispute.
Ground ball to be won. And Waikato will pick up the ball, just pushed out of bounds there. Thornton. And we have 3 minutes to go in this first term. It is currently WA 2, Waikato 0, but they have had opportunities, and it could have been a lot bigger scoreline if Tuapiki hadn't been in the cage for Waikato.
Absolutely. Very, very good quarter to open.
So as this first quarter is heading into its final 2.5 minutes, we'll see Waikato just trying to bring this ball out.
Someone needs
to present with her. There is another whistle here. Okay, we have an interference call there. So the umpire's just assessing where that foul was actually called, and it was called back at the place of the ball. So as the last 2 minutes are just about to be had here, we see WA bringing the ball down.
Great pass, Levy.
Kicks down low, gets around her player, but Waikato looking good. Is Tuapiki going to be the brick wall in this last minute and a half? So great cut in front of the cage there. And that was Fraser coming through the middle there for WA. Fantastic cut. Look, good little back roll there from Plummer. Finds her teammate just down on the backside. Another great cut there. Really cutting it up there, Fraser. Kicks it over.
Oh, nice grab. Nice handles, Levy. Levy driving.
She wants to go right. Goes left. Changes to the left hand. Plenty of pressure there from the Waikato girls. And Waikato putting pressure here, and I believe this is Skylar Levy.
Yes.
So Skylar Levy and can the brick wall that is Tuapiki get this one as well? And the answer is yes.
Oh!
Unlucky. Got a massive piece of that, but Levy just put that one down to the bottom, and that is Skylar Levy. And she gets her first of the quarter and first of the game. And we see WA just pushing out to a 3-0 lead here late in the first term. And but she, again, Tuapiki got her
She was there.
that,
she was there. It came in off the shins.
I actually thought she'd save that one again. I thought it had popped forward, but must have just got the inside and popped out the back.
Here we go. I think 3-0.
So we see
Waikato will be thinking they've done okay at 3-0.
So we see Platchy here for Waikato as the Fremantle doctor just
it's starting to turn it up for us.
It must know we're going to the footy tonight to watch the West Coast of Port Adelaide. So looking forward to going down there and not seeing any rain tonight. And there's dubbed an illegal procedure there. As no, Platchy will have to take that in the middle because she was the one that took the. Okay, so clock on the field now. Clock on the field.
Olivia Wills chasing the ground ball.
Another one of those Australian under-19 players from East Fremantle.
Yes, she is. Here we go. WA trying to clear from the centre. Copeland. Clock's on. Clock's on.
Steps down. Looks across to
Tic
a counterpart and bang. There it goes. Adamson with that goal. And good look inside from Madison Copeland. And she found Adamson on there. As we look at the replay here, you see Madison Copeland just really burning down. Beat her opponent. Looks inside.
Nice finish.
Adamson finishing it off, and some of the WA girls haven't been able to do that past Tuapiki, so it's no mean effort, is it?
No, Copeland moved it to the right, inside pass to the left, back of the net.
As we just have a little bit of a sun shower here. The sun is bright sunshine with a little bit of precipitation just coming from the left-hand side. Can they get another one? Copeland, the clock is still on. Limited time, and the answer to that is no as the whistle sounds. And what a fantastic first quarter here between the WA under-18 girls team and the Waikato girls team. And look, 4-0. As we're just going to have a quick break here as we get some weather repairs. So we'll be back in very, very shortly. And we come back here to what is a beautiful sunny day with lots of precipitation.
With rain coming down on us.
We did hear that it was going to be about 20 mil of rain here as the second quarter is about to start here. Live on your Australian Lacrosse Network through the...
Copeland, ground ball.
Copeland just puts it down the bottom, looks down, and changed the keeper. So Waikato have changed their keeper. We see Zoe Kayanan in the cage for Waikato. And, well,
that's a big change. That's a big change.
Tuapiki.
Jeepers.
To take her out of the cage after that first quarter. But maybe they're just playing quarter. So we see here Rebecca Adamson, who was the last goal scorer of that quarter. Lining up. Looks low. And that one has gone through.
That's a goal.
So 19, Adamson. So Adamson with the goal there.
Confirmed.
And her first of the game. WA go out to a 5-0 lead. And just an update on the men's games today so far. We saw WA, who were down at three-quarter time against New Zealand and ended up coming up and running out to 8-4. That must have been a cracking game.
It was a cracking game. WA were completely outplayed for three quarters. And then some midfield pressure, some turnovers, and they were electric.
Obviously a very good last quarter to get out of the bag for that one.
They were out of the bag. They were gone and gone.
So, and in the early game, in the men's game, as the rain just continues to tumble down here at East Fremantle.
Sun shining.
And I can tell you,
the commentary booth.
which
we're holding just.
Which we had used Coles Glad Wrap to keep us safe, and it's holding up at the moment. But the wind is starting to pick up here, and the weather is turning nasty here at the East Fremantle Lacrosse Club. In the early game against Victoria and South Australia, we had Victoria run out 10-2 winners in the men's game, and that ball is going to be a Waikato ball. No, that's going to be a WA ball. And
it's lacrosse weather here.
Yeah, there is some big drops starting to happen here, Paul. We have there is a front coming through here at the moment, and I don't know whether you can see it on the screen, but it doesn't highlight it as Copeland goes towards the cage, gets a free space call there. So Copeland will line up, and she will come into her own here as Madison Copeland looks to get her second of the game, her first of this quarter. Just drops inside.
Oh, great save, goalie.
Big save there from Kayanan. And Copeland doesn't like the fact that she got saved. She is stalking that goalkeeper down there. She's wanting to put a lot of pressure on the keeper, and if she throws it up...
These Waikato goalkeepers, they're in their own. Pressure's on.
Oh, that's got to be good. Ground ball to be won here.
Contested ground ball, WA.
And we see...
Copeland on the doorstep.
Oh, she doesn't miss two. And Madison Copeland just putting her second one of the game in off of a turnover up through the middle. The clear just wasn't quite good enough. Put her compatriots under a fair bit of pressure up the top here. Ball turns over. And as it so often happens, Madison Copeland was actually guarding the goalie and just a little one down and one-on-one. And
it was the WA midfield just decided to put the pressure on, and that caused the turnover.
And goalies only save about 1 out of 10 when they're one-on-one. So unless you're Tuapiki.
Tuapiki in the first. What a quarter.
She's going well above the average at the moment.
And WA win out of the centre.
WA out of the centre again. Just again an inherent pass. You wonder whether that water's just starting to affect their sticks here. As Harper Smith picks the ball up for Waikato.
Ground ball, WA.
But gets dismissed. Puts it up.
On the doorstep
good
again.
Defense. Really good defense. WA just saying to settle it down here. Get it out. Osha Levy with the ball. But there is a whistle being blown here. And Osha Levy will get the ball in front of goal. She's done a quick restart. Looks inside. Pops down. Goes left, goes right, bang. There is a
top shelf.
Big left-hand shot there.
Chloe Tatlow.
What a fantastic goal from the co-captain, Chloe Tatlow. She went right, she went left, she went right, she went left.
I've lost that picture a bit. Can you check the SDA up top? I've lost the picture there. Yeah, it's coming and going.
And top shelf.
It's on at the moment.
Ring the bell.
So we apologise if there is any technical difficulties with this live feed. If you were actually sitting where we are and dealing with what the boys are dealing with at the moment, you'd think we wonder why we have a picture at all. But they're doing a great job behind the scenes here to keep this live stream going for the Australian Lacrosse Network as the grey clouds just seem to go over. And I reckon that bit of weather might have just blown through there, Paul.
We might have just got through that front. We're only expecting one more for the afternoon.
It's not going to be at the footy tonight, is it?
No, we should be clear at the footy tonight.
That's good, because Scotty and I are heading down to the footy tonight.
Is that right?
Mike, it's all good now.
So we've got 3 seconds in the fan there on the Waikato. defender. As looks inside.
Oh,
and
that's
bang,
a shot.
There's another goal, and that is Osha Levy with that one. Just sitting in the middle, and Osha Levy gets her second of the game.
And we're back to the centre. Chloe Tatlow's been into the centre draw. And has helped WA get some dominance through the middle.
So we've just had confirmation. Erin Mitchell is wearing number 17. Bailey Eastman is wearing number 1 instead of number 10.
Ball in dispute. Levy with the ground ball.
So Osha Levy picking that one up. And Osha
Tatlow open. Oh, she looked her off.
Kicks up the top there. That is Erin Mitchell. Erin Mitchell's been doing a power of work. We just didn't know who she was because the number wasn't right in the book. But been doing a power of work there, Erin Mitchell. Seems to be on most of the plays that have been scored. She has been involved in at some point by driving, as she does right now. And you're right, Skylar Levy is number 24 instead of number 2. So we are all sorted here now with their numbers on the Australian Lacrosse Network, as WA are into a offensive set again, and we've got a 3-second violation there from number 19 for Waikato, and that is Head in there, just not staying in there too long. As we see a cut come through.
Oh, feed onto the crease.
There we go. And we've just talked about Erin Mitchell. We know who her number is, and I'm glad we do now.
Yes.
Because she's just put one in the back of the net. That is her first. Yeah, look, WA obviously just really starting. The defenders crushing everywhere at the moment. They're, but steps inside, just gets there's going to be a card here. So Thornton for Waikato has drawn a yellow card here. And we will see Levy with the ball. Looking inside, we'll see WA with the man-up opportunity, and bang, there's number 2. And in the space of 2 minutes, Erin Mitchell has put her second on the board, and WA out to a 10-0 lead here against Waikato. And they'd want to keep out the box.
That's not going to help the cause at all for Waikato going down 1.
So, as the umpires just resetting here, we've got Heather Kirby in the middle against Madison Copeland. And Maddie's been dominant out of the middle so far for WA.
And Western Australia with the extra player, and goes straight to the extra player.
And a fantastic centre draw there to Adamson. Back to Copeland. But crashing really well. Just steps inside, and that's the free space. So she's going to have to come out. So Madison with a heap of space to work in here. She will probably tuck and go. She's looking down the bottom corner. She may be just trying to bluff the Waikato defender. I think there's a shot coming here. No, she wasn't bluffing. She was looking down on the bottom corner there, and Fraser was who she was looking at. And we're going to have 3 seconds again.
Strong cutting by WA, creating the extra player. Waikato are having to chase.
So umpires just resetting this play. Obviously, Waikato still a player down. And Lucy Brown there picks the ball up the top, kicks it over to Bailey Eastman. And Bailey Eastman will kick it down there to Skylar Levy. And that opens up the right-hand side for the WA team. Looks inside, and can she get 3 and 3? No, that one's saved by the goalkeeper. Fantastic, that's come off the
doorstep.
And the floodgates and pressure are just starting to open. And Bailey Eastman hadn't gone far there. I think that was Eastman with the goal.
Yep,
And,
number 1, Bailey Eastman.
She'd had that last shot. The goalie made a good save, and then she hadn't actually moved. Got the
No,
ball back.
she was sitting on the crease, open, and the great pass on the interior.
And
Turn round, point blank.
And Eastman, and you can see the goalkeeper there, Kayanan, Zoe Kayanan for Waikato, just ringing the leg a little because that leg save was a great one, but the ball being a bit wet might have just stung a little bit as we see Madison Copeland dominant again out of the centre, looks down the bottom and finds the goal scorer there in Eastman, who just kicks it around. And pressure being put on here. We've got a push out on the outer side here. So stepping in, driving in, and continues to drive straight through the hole, gives it back. Ball hits the deck here. Eastman good enough to pick it up. Kicks it out, ball goes back out the back. A pick coming there. Copeland with the ball. Kicks it up the top there to Lucy Brown. Lucy Brown looking down, Copeland working together, almost playing a little two-man game. Kicks it over to Eastman. Eastman
now the drives
what she said. This good cut there from Copeland in the middle. Opens up wide open in the middle. Just didn't see. There was no look up there as Rebecca Adamson found herself, but on the bottom corner, good pressure here from Waikato.
They are playing a mound of defence.
We're within the final 2 minutes here of the second quarter, and you wouldn't know it. The sun is shining, and I almost have to take my jacket off again. We've gone from putting it on because it feels like it's about 4 degrees to sunshine out and starting to sweat. So it's almost Melbourne weather.
It's almost Melbourne. We like to, each of the teams get their weather pattern.
I like the way you put that on here at the East Fremantle Lacrosse
We
Club.
dial it in for each of the teams. Make sure that it's all level, neutral.
You couldn't ask for anything more from the East Fremantle Lacrosse Club when they put the weather on that these teams are used to. I think that is an amazing thing to be able to do. It's
one of those magic moments we like to provide.
I like it. As they
go to the river end.
Waikato through Thornton, kicking the ball down under immense pressure. She needs someone to come to her to be a relief, and that relief is not there.
And WA.
That was just unluckily come off. Lucy Brown doing a great job in defence there, but that's just as she's going to grab it. It stopped and flicked off her stick, and we're in the last minute of the game here of the second quarter, just before half time.
What an intercept!
A great intercept there. And 50 seconds to go, so WA will be being told that there's less than a minute to go. They were looking at another one, kicks it over to Levy. Levy steps inside, good crash, kicks it over. So we've got clock about to come on the field here. Levy with the ball. So Copeland backdoor cut, kicks it up the top there to Brown. Brown steps inside. So less than 30 to go here. Good defence there from Waikato. Stick in the lane. Stick in the lane. Clock is on here.
WA wanting to go to the cage.
And Levy wouldn't mind having a shot, pinging one. Bang. There's, good. That is very unlucky.
Goalie had it, tracked it.
Eastman with her second of the quarter. And Kayanan got a big piece of that one. Unlucky not to snaffle that one up. But there you go. Bailey Eastman, who's been working exceptionally hard in this second term, has her second for the term. And WA just getting out a little bit further. So 12-0 here. And that will probably be the score at half-time, as there's only about 2 seconds left in the game. We'll have this centre draw, and you should see the whistle go. On cue, Copeland, while she is quick and good out of that centre.
Not that quick, but
not that quick. All right, so we've got 6 minutes here, and we'll just go through some goal scorers here quickly. On the Waikato team, while they've had a few opportunities, they have yet to get the scoreboard. On the WA side, we have Skylar Levy with 1, Erin Mitchell with 2, Bailey Eastman with a couple that quarter, played a really good quarter. Madison Copeland dominant in the centre, 1 each quarter 2. Osha Levy with a couple, Rebecca Adamson with a couple, Chloe Tatlow with 1, and in the first term we had Isla Fraser with 1. It is 12-0 at halftime. And WA just starting to assert their dominance there, Paul.
They are. You know, that midfield started to turn it up, and Waikato were just playing defence the whole quarter.
Yeah. And, look, given the rain and that, the grounds are holding up really well.
They are. Look, we've got a great ground here at East Fremantle. There are some patches in it this year, as we said when we spoke about it. So had some reticulation issues. They've now been fixed, and we're looking forward to our season kicking off with our juniors this coming weekend. So
your junior competition, the state leagues kicked off a couple of weeks ago?
They did. And juniors start on next Saturday. So we'll have a big training session. Thursday night is our junior training night. So we'll have a big session there on Thursday, which happens to be Anzac Day, but we'll be training.
Yep.
We'll bring all those juniors down, so we'll have all our mozzies. So that's a new thing. We've got the Mozzie Lacrosse. That's our pre-primaries to year 2s.
I like it.
And sometimes we call them the birthday squad. It's sort of a bit of a birthday party. They come down. They have an hour of fun, games and lacrosse. And they constantly bring new friends. So it's like bring a friend party and our mozzies.
Just like mozzies do, don't they?
Absolutely. Hey? They bring a friend.
That's why I was always told, you know what, always find a partner who mosquitoes are attracted to, because then you can sit there and know that you never get bitten all night.
Never get bitten. So, yes, our mozzie program's something that we've been growing, and probably a normal or a low night we'll have 10 and up to 20 mozzies that'll come down. And then we have what we call our Thursday crew, and that comes out of our primary school program, our school Lacrosse in Schools program, where we're doing our development in the primary schools. And they'll come down on a Thursday, they'll train, mum and dad will join as a social member, and they'll come and train, but they don't play in a competition. So there's no Saturday competition for them.
Just
and then that's
learning the skills.
And that's our transition grade. So we're finding that a lot of kids now coming in there, they get comfortable, and then they see our under-11s program where they're in the helmets and the gloves, and they say, how do I get one of those?
How do I transition?
Bang, helmet on, glove on, and then they're rolling up on Saturday. So
until you actually end up seeing them at this level, as we're seeing the replays here from the first half, and they will be very much WA dominated, obviously, with the goals being scored. Look, obviously, the more people we can get involved in this great game of ours, the better.
Oh, absolutely. Look, we're coming off one of the other things that we've got at East Fremantle. We run 3 East Fremantle Lacrosse Club tournaments with the local primary schools. So our first tournament, we had 7 primary schools and about 60 kids come along to that tournament. And we play our quick sticks lacrosse in schools game, and 6-on-6, 8-on-8, depending on numbers. Then we had another tournament just recently that brings together 8 schools, 20 teams, 200 kids playing school lacrosse. And then we've got another tournament in term 2, week 3, which is with all our local Catholic primary schools, and they have another 120 kids come down in that program.
Wouldn't you love just to put a net around and get them all in playing this great game? Because, as I said, with the IOC recognition having just happened not that long ago, and there are some certain things happening at the moment with that game, and there's some trials going on.
Oh, absolutely. And knowing the tournament schedule across the grand final day during the halftime break, we're going to see that new game format
there you go.
Being played across the boys and the girls halftime breaks.
Excellent.
So we're going to have East Fremantle boys and girls that are in that age group. They're going to have the 6-on-6 with the 4 subs, and we're going to have a game out on the ground. So that'll be exciting.
And it's quick enough to almost play in a half-time break, isn't it?
Absolutely.
By the time you get the 8-minute quarters with the up and backs and the shot clocks. And
absolutely.
So as we just see the camera just being cleaned up there. But the replays on the field are here again at the moment. These are from the first quarter, and you just saw there, that was one there. And we wonder whether we'll see Tuapiki, and she has said...
Hey, here we go. We're liking it.
Just like a good cricketer, she goes, no, I like this end.
That's it. I've picked it.
So Tuapiki back in the cage.
Welcome back, Tuapiki. We're very excited.
Waikato. one of our favourites already.
Absolutely, I'm marking it down in my book.
So Waikato just being put on side here. There we go. So start of the second quarter here, live on your Australian Lacrosse Network. And the ALA 2019 Men's and Women's National Championships. So Waikato get the first one out of the middle. Looks down the bottom corner. Steps inside. Nothing to be had there from Stevens. Stevens just passing the ball over to a compatriot. As it is picked up there by Mackenzie Harris. Mackenzie Harris just needs to keep moving her legs. It's really easy to defend when you are standing still. So we've had a goalie change here for WA as well. We've got Brianna Curran-Turner in the cage.
Again.
Oh, sorry, she's not. She's only one keeper, sorry.
There's one keeper.
I just haven't seen it down that end.
No, it's been a long time since
Waikato
have been down into
Brianna.
attack.
So Waikato with the ball. Just steps inside. Good little inside step. Looks.
Oh, what a save off the shin.
And there's a flag down, but that one hit the goalie. So that is play on from there. But we have a Waikato player down. She's just fallen awkwardly, but seems to be all right. Just rubbing it off. And Mackenzie Harris there just being attended to. And she will just leave the field to make sure that she is 100% right. Just took a tumble on that, but good inside move from Mackenzie Turner there.
Stopped on a dime.
Got inside, but a great save there from Curran-Turner. So maybe it was they're almost like...
Olivia Wills ready, set.
Mackenzie Harris there is on the bench. She is all right, being looked at, but she's fine. So ball kicked up here. We've got another one down.
Oh, and there's some wheels.
So
Goldie.
We've got another Waikato player down in the backfield here. Looks like she may have just hurt her ankle. As the WA guys
calling time out.
So
Olivia Wills quite concerned.
Yep, and good by the
that's lovely
there.
To see.
Yep.
That's some sportsmanship.
And that's what we like to see. You know, that's the greatest thing about this game. Obviously, I came from a footy background, Paul, but since I've been involved in lacrosse now for the last 20 years, the camaraderie when you leave that field.
Oh, it's amazing.
And the friends you make through this great sport is fantastic. And you know what? You can't see any better sportsmanship there than the two WA girls, Olivia Wills and Brianna Curran-Turner, actually helping her their opposition teammate off. And fantastic to see that in this great game. But the ball is down the other end, and we will have WA with the ball on the right-hand side here as we hope... everything is right there.
As they get off, and we've got one stick still on the ground.
And I'm just trying to get a number there. So that is
6.
Kyra Rowlingson. Looks like she's just maybe rolled an ankle. So she's being attended to over there. And, you know, she's obviously a little upset with what happened. Just came around, got stuck in the... I think she got stuck on the crease, and a goal was scored there while I'm going about it.
Bailey Eastman.
I'm glad you were looking at that, Paul, because I was looking at the concern with the bench, and it's always good, especially coming from New Zealand, if their family haven't come over to let them know that, you know, that they are okay. But Kyra Rowlingson is sitting on the bench, a little dejected that she's hurt her ankle, but she's in good hands over there, and I think may have just been a twist. In the midst of that, Bailey Eastman gets the scoring underway for the third term here. As looks the other side. Good look the other side. Finds Lucy Brown.
WA from the
good inside cut. But pulled it out.
Reset.
So
here we go. Driver.
Levy
got
with the
the
ball.
Step.
Gets inside. 2-step, 3-step.
Oh!
Tuapiki! She is in the house.
Shut the gate.
She is big down there today.
Tuapiki. Hey, what a wall.
She has been a brick wall there for Waikato when she's been in there. And big save up top.
That was a big save, Scott.
Saw Osha Levy, one of the current Australian under-19 squad members, and just went, not in my house, you don't.
No.
As we see here again, Ashley Carl doing a real lot of work between the lines for the Waikato team. And Carl winning that there. Kicks it up
Nice
quickly
pass,
there
but
to
into
Casey.
into a triple team.
Casey Bonner.
Oh,
Walking.
WA just needed to just be steady. They had them absolutely locked up.
So Casey Bonner walking into a wall of black there. And still under a fair bit of pressure.
It's the one-on-one pressure that WA is now applying. Oh, Brianna.
Good
Karen
big save
Turner.
again, but we have got a whistle before that. I think it might have been a crease infringement. So it looks like there may have been a crease infringement on the WA player. So we will get Waikato with the ball out on the outer fan. And that is Kate Anderson with the ball out here for Waikato. As they just set up. Obviously there's some players inside. Looks inside, bang, puts one. Ball goes just to the left there. And she got one yesterday, Blatchy. But today, just putting that one to the left-hand side. But all balls hit the deck. Ground ball to be won here.
Oh, lovely
Great
ground ball
there from Kendall Payne. Kendall Payne, she was the only one that wanted that one.
She was surrounded by 4 WA players, and she came up with the ball.
So down to Platchy. Platchy, goal scorer from yesterday against South Australia, just pulls it out. Got a big push there, and nothing untoward, just one of those lacrosse incidents. Oh, no, card has been given here. So there you go, Osha Levy with a yellow card, her first of the day.
And just a little aggressive on the push there.
And Platchy with the ball in her stick has some space to work around the right-hand side here, but would have to be quick. Would have to be quick to get in there. Or feeding. That's putting your teammate under immense pressure. Putting it through there.
Tatlow, and away she goes.
So Tatlow.
Head up.
There's a push. No, we're going to see another card here, I believe.
Yes.
And that is Kendall Payne, who just got that great ground ball here. But got out the other side, upset that her team's turned it over.
A little aggressive there. Tatlow looking up. Kick the ball on.
So Tatlow kicking it up to Plummer. Plummer just running into a wall. But called illegal. And maybe it was just a bit slippery out there. The fast whistle is not there. Time being held. So steps inside, fake, but ran into another wall.
One of the very young Western Australian players.
And we've got a 3-second call here. So the ball will go back to the back. They have players open on this side. If they kick it quickly, there's either one coming up on the left-hand side here, or there's the next one up there, which will be Olivia Wills. And Olivia Wills is thinking, if you slide, I slide. But that didn't happen. Steps inside.
Oh.
And just a little bit of razzle-dazzle there from Holly Plummer.
Tuapiki shakes her head. She saw it, but it was too good in the top left corner.
And Holly Plummer, obviously her first under-18s appearance for WA.
One of the young guns on this West Australian lacrosse side. She comes from very good family stock and is doing an amazing job playing up through the grades.
So Plummer with her first one of the game, and we're out to a 14-0 lead here. WA against Waikato. Osha Levy still is off the ground with that scramble.
Skylar Levy, head up, lovely pass, Copeland.
Copeland looked inside. Fake. Oh, she looked inside again to the, I think she saw Plummer the way Plummer shot that. So we've got even numbers and ball to be won here. And it has fallen into the stick of the Waikato.
Oh, double team on.
But pressure coming on here on Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick looking to get rid of it.
Looking to clear.
And Carl has been that person who's been clearing for Waikato all day, running these lines. And she has been wearing some good checks out there while doing that, but doesn't seem to be holding her up.
No. Stop in play. But again, Carl looking, driving.
So Carl just taking her defender out wide there with Courtney Johns, who's defending her out there. And we're going to have an offside here on Waikato. Too many in the attacking third. Oh, they've just crossed the line there. So WA with an opportunity here. They've got numbers back. And if they move the ball up quickly, we could see a big run here. It'll be 1 on 2, but we've got 4 Western Australians.
4 West Australians coming. 4 on 2.
Oh, she's just thought about doing it all herself.
Needed to pass the ball a little earlier there.
Yeah, look, while she had the blinkers on, shall we say, got her first goal before Holly Plummer, had players running left and right and probably could have just held it up. Little pass either side would have seen her walk into an open goal on Tuapiki, which is no easy mean feat.
No, Tuapiki has been sensational. So WA here actually in good position because they had numbers forward.
And kicks it up here. Defence coming from behind, and there's Madison Copeland.
Push to the sideline.
She's like...
turned her back.
She is
the
like
hunter's on now.
Stalking her prey, wasn't she, Madison Copeland?
Great ground ball. Great ground ball.
Good there from Thornton from Waikato. She needs to pass the ball up here. She's got a player open, needs to get the eyes up.
Oh.
But she will end up with the ball back. And if she kicks it up quickly here, we'll see Platchi be able to go. But WA are in a good defensive setup here, so they won't have any trouble with any fast breaks. But that's probably...
Wills came across very strong.
To be honest...
Nearly had the intercept.
That's probably not the pass up the middle with...
Probably not.
Massive pressure on, and especially with the quality of Olivia Wills,
she was
Australian under-19 side. Oh, there's a big push from behind. Just pushed her closer to the cage. Oh, she could have almost put that one in the back there.
I thought she might have just...
Went out the side, but I think they caught that push. Or maybe there's a 3-second here.
I thought she was going to just step to the left and then step back to the right and would have opened the whole of the goal.
Waikato have one off over the top here. If there's a little quick pass, you can step around or just misses the handle of the ball.
Great defensive cut. Olivia Wills, head up. WA have kicked the ball on.
And here we go. Holly Plummer again. She's got some motors to burn. That time she gets around the outside. Bang!
Whoa.
Big save again from Tuapiki.
Tuapiki.
But Waikato...
That's off the leg.
Definitely looking. That'll be a Waikato ball as there was a pre-check there. Oh, I think that's gone the other way.
I think we've got it. WA's got the ball. Wills. It's going to be brought round.
Okay, I thought that went the other way then.
I
thought
did.
Waikato got pre-checked. But it is the umpire's
Watch this
call.
shot come. Watch this shot come.
And
Olivia Wills ready.
But is she ready for Tuapiki?
Livy as they call her.
Is she ready for Tuapiki? Oh, that one's shot wide there from Plummer again. But getting plenty of opportunities down there, Plummer. She's playing really well.
She is. She is. Oh, she's doing a great job holding her own out there. First tournament, 18s tournament.
Oh, a big cut in there from Levy. Still sitting in the middle. And Madison Copeland just not picking up her Australian teammate coming through there. And Osha Levy was open in the middle. Just didn't have enough to pass it to her. Obviously, with some defenders in front, she thought better of that.
I think so. Here we go. Copeland.
So Copeland, Tuapiki.
Well, this is the match of the day. Here we go. Copeland.
Oh, Copeland.
With a laser in the top shelf.
Copeland showing the quality of why she is in the Australian under-19 side. And Tuapiki going bang, top shelf as we see the replay here. So you can see here Madison Copeland eyeing off her opponent and just went, I'm going to knock the ribbons off the top of that helmet.
Well, there are those ribbons. I'm liking those ribbons on the Tuapiki helmet there. But, yes, that laser from Copeland just went top shelf and Tuapiki was standing there.
And we've got a timeout called here. I believe that is being called by Waikato. So Waikato just calling a timeout with only a few minutes to go here. There's about 3 minutes to go in this third term. And we see WA out to a 15-0 lead. But again, Waikato have had their opportunities down in their offensive end.
They have, and we need them to actually get on the board. That would be, I think, just desserts for them. seeing them get on the board. But the WA defence, every time that Waikato looks inside, suddenly that defensive swarm just comes and shuts it down. So WA have been playing very strong on a defensive end, but their midfield is owning the game at the moment. That transition is sensational at the moment.
Yeah, look, and the workload of those and some of those younger girls getting through this game now in girls like Holly Plummer and Courtney Johns out there. You know, first time players.
14 and 15, playing in the 18s tournament. There is some talent. There's some WA talent out there.
As we see the centre draw here about to be contested again. And Madison Copeland in there. And she could end up with the ball. No, Levy picks up the ball. Levy's going, I'm going that way next quarter.
Great look.
Looks up there, finds Rebecca Adamson.
Ooh, that had the heat on it.
Looks inside, and Copeland goes, ground ball. Golski. She's put that again top shelf. And that's her second in about as many seconds.
Well, we're now into third, and Tuapeke's facing the toughest thing that you have to face at East Fremantle, and that's that setting sun.
That setting sun, I was just thinking.
For a goalkeeper looking out on coming in from the right-hand side, it's very, very challenging as that setting sun comes right into your eyes. I
was just thinking where our commentary box is facing at the moment. It's just setting over the top of us, and when I lean forward, you just start to get that sunshine, which is really nice on the bottom. Honestly, I'm soaking up the rays.
Tatlow back into the middle. WA want to continue their dominance, and she's away.
She is off to the races here. She's got outside right, steps out. Yep, thought better of it. Just taking a little bit of patience there was Erin Mitchell. And Erin Mitchell with a couple of goals herself today, just assessing there. Kicks it up here to Courtney Johns. Again, another one of the first-year under-18 players. And again, 14 years old, you said. Wow. So good to get the experience coming through this side.
Well, she played for the Stars at the 15s tournament.
Oh, last year?
Yeah, she did, and had a cracking tournament there as well.
As we see Tatlow just weaving some magic and drawing a flag there.
Tuapeke set.
So they've gone top shelf, the last two shots. Are they going top shelf again? No, they're not. They're going hip side.
Hip side.
And we have Tatlow with her first of the quarter, second of the game. And as we'll see, a replay as the umpires just...
get the stick check underway. Yes, all clear.
I've yet to see one be pulled up.
It's an interesting part of the game.
Concept. As you see the replay there with just popping down there, Chloe Tatlow doing her work, got it out the centre, ran it down, pushed it around, drew the flag, and then one-on-one with the goalie, which is always unfair. Imagine that in men's lacrosse. Imagine boys being able to just line up and rip shots.
From about from the 5 metre mark.
How many of them do you think would drop their hands?
Oh, there we go. Wills. Levy Wills, as they call her.
Wills
nice inside pass.
Good look. She's got space inside here. Will draw players. One more. And a good look down. There's still open. The goalie did a great job there to come down and shut off that bottom corner as there were two WA attackers sitting in the middle. Plenty of movement here from WA.
Nobody. Oh, what a save. Tuapeke upstairs. Shut it down.
She's missed the last two, but that one there, she's back again.
She's back.
And we will see, with 50 seconds to go in the game here, we will see WA with the ball on this bottom corner. And that will be in the hands of Erin Mitchell. So, okay, so we have a running clock here, 30 seconds to go. Looks down, looks up, assesses. WA would like to get
nice
steps
drive inside. Down low
it is. Very good there from Erin Mitchell. That's her hat trick for the day. And Erin Mitchell going all the way herself then.
That's hard to stop when you're at full speed coming through that centre space and then cutting across, making Tuapeke move.
See the replay there, and just Tuapeke's been getting them high. And that time, Erin Mitchell went, I'm putting it down stick side low, and beat her on that corner. But she still had a really good game, Tuapiki. But also in that, Mitchell done a lot of work today.
Absolutely, absolutely a ton of work. And we go Tatlow back in the middle. She's been very dominant.
Tatlow's been really good across the field today. But, and we're going to have an illegal on Tatlow, just as we talk her up. It always happens. And we'll see there Heather Kibbe with the ball.
Wins, in a good defensive position.
Wins that face-off clock. Clock is on the field. Last few seconds. She is getting monstered there.
Oh.
And will they have enough time to score here? They've got out here Carmen Parks on the left-hand side. If she kicks it over, there might be an opportunity. Great interception there from the last goal scorer, Mitchell. She's doing it both ends. Kicks it up here to Courtney Johns. Courtney Johns, limited time on the clock now.
Nice Fremantle
She's
girl going to the cage. She's going to go
to the cage and shoot this. Steps, and that is time. And the time runs out, but Courtney Johns with a great run down the outside there. And putting herself in a position to score, but Waikato holding up the defence as the buzzer goes off. And we see another dominant quarter there by the WA girls.
The West Australian girls, very dominant. And we've got Tegan Brown, Coach Tegan Brown, bringing them in.
So we should actually, we didn't mention the coaches at the start of these. So head coach of WA, we've got Tegan Brown.
Tegan Brown, and it's East Fremantle State League coach.
Coaching State League, and it's great to see.
And playing.
State League coaches, or player coach.
And playing coach.
It's really good to see State League coaches coming back and coaching 18s and 15s.
Absolutely.
Because I think
it's a key part of our development plan is to make sure that our senior coaches are coaching also down in those junior grades to help that pathway through.
I've always said as a senior coach, you should be coaching 15s or 17s at your club because that's where I think the development coming through to that senior grade. It gives an idea of what's coming up and you understand the coaching staff, you understand what's going on. So really good from Tegan there. Liz Shields, obviously the assistant coach, and Faye Beeman is the team manager for WA. And on the other side of the ditch.
Yes, on the ditch.
The other side of the ditch, we have Mike Rush, who's the head coach of Waikato. We have Georgia Clark and Rush is the assistant coach, and Megan Johns is the team manager there. Had a bit of a speak with Mike and Georgia before the game.
Yes.
And
how did that go?
Yeah, really good. Look, obviously they were disappointed with the SA game given the fact of the dominance, but we saw SA against Victoria today, and you're seeing WA here now out at 18-0.
18-0.
You know, they can't be too disappointed. They've had their opportunities. It's all about coming over and learning. And they've done a great job to be out here. But the average age of the girls in this side is only 16.
Is that right on the Waikato team?
On the Waikato team, the average age of the girls is only 16. They've got 4 players, I believe, who came over and played for...
Oh, that's a lovely pass. Drew one and Wills at the top, driving, dropped the shoulder, looking. Oh, been pushed out, but still driving, looking for the feed.
Yeah, so they had 4 girls who played in that under-15 tournament over in Victoria last year in the development tournament.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Out of this squad.
That is a way to speed up your program, is getting those juniors through and getting some minutes into them.
As we see Erin Mitchell with the ball here. And Tatlow just sitting in front of her, just thinking maybe I could set a pick.
Oh,
not that that's legal. But, you know...
It would add something to the game.
Yeah, it's certainly a different thing, and you wonder what happens.
Oh, nice inside pass.
Good handle there from Tatlow. But that was a fantastic feed down on the bottom corner there, and that was Isla Fraser who got the assist there.
That was a lovely pass.
We see the replay coming up here live on your ALN, Australian Lacrosse Network, for all your lacrosse needs in Australia for live lacrosse. And there we go. Tatlow with her 3rd of the game. She's got 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, has her hat-trick for the game now. But Isla Fraser, what a great little inside look for a feed.
Well, this is a pretty... Look at this line-up for... this is an East Fremantle, all East Fremantle line-up in the centre here at the moment.
So you'd be happy with that going forward?
Oh, we're looking at that. That is the... all of them playing
Levy, Madison, hey? You'll hear that over the next few years, I would say, as Madison drives down towards the cage, steps left, looks inside, tries to look for an East Fremantle teammate in Levy there.
Levy Copeland. It's becoming a very strong call at the state league level for East Fremantle. Look at that on the doorstep.
Outside. Great save there from the keeper. And they've swapped keepers again. Kayanen is in the cage for Waikato. And WA will go about their work again. Levy just stepping inside. Works through 1, works through 2, works through 3, works through 4. And draws a flag here. So Levy will set up out on the left-hand side here. And knowing Osha, she doesn't mind ripping a ball, does she?
I think we're going to see a step.
Where's it going?
I think we're going top right.
Top right?
Top right.
All right, there we go. Ball's called a top right shot here. Can Osha Levy deliver? So Osha Levy lining up.
I don't think there'll be any...
Does us.
Oh,
good
great save goalie.
There again from the goalie. And the ball will be a Waikato ball. And fantastic job again there from
Well, that was
Kanan.
a great defensive effort then.
I so thought Levy was going to rip that one.
I thought she was going to step and just absolutely fire, but she stepped and drew
goalie
one.
out, drew one. And the ball has hit the ground here.
WA have owned the ground ball today.
WA had numbers forward of the ball here, but Waikato will retain possession. And here is Ashley Carl, who's done that power of work through the midfield for Waikato, who will draw this out again. She's got a player over the top.
Yeah, in head.
And head will be saying, just pass me the ball because I'm going to drive. And it's like set up for a race here, isn't it? You would kick the ball up. You had the opportunity.
Out on the wing, looking right. You need to be looking right.
Here we go. Ashley Carl, I think she's got eyes for the cage.
Oh.
She had opponents. She had her teammates up forward, and you could
WA
see
streaming
the wave of WA players coming down. Levy's leading the charge. Looks into Madison.
Copeland with the pass.
Down the
little
bottom.
High.
There to Brown, who kicks it up to Levy.
Oh, nice handles, Maddie. Nice handles.
Skylar Levy wearing number 24.
Oh, pressure's on.
But picked up there by Rebecca Adamson, who kicks it over to Madison
Here we
Copeland.
go. We've got a little play happening here.
Little lefty, righty. Steps inside. Osha Levy just looking inside Madison. Just missed the pass.
Little timing pattern there.
And the ball will go to Waikato. And she's just gone and tossed it away. Madison Copeland says, well, if you don't want it, I'll come and get it.
I'm going to tuck and go. Cut. Little jump step to the right.
She's got Skylar Levy on the bottom.
Skylar
Levy,
what a
good
save
again from the keeper.
Skylar Levy, what a lovely cut through the middle, found by Copeland. Waikato are now trying to clear.
Kayanen with another fantastic save there in the cage for Waikato. And she's been good in there too. I know there's been a lot of goals scored, but
look, it's one of those things. If you're going to develop your players by having two goalkeepers and sharing the time, and if that's the team play, it means that two goalkeepers are getting the time. You're getting some development into both of them. So
Blatchy with the ball here.
WA presses right on. Coach Brown I know she's been working on this with them. Make sure that there's pressure on the ball carrier. Trying to get the turnover.
It's funny, having a couple of goalies in my family, you cannot...
what an intercept. That's an intercept.
You cannot ask for having more shots on you. So Adamson looking down. She's got Madison Copeland on those
streaming
side. Looks up the top. Levy. Skylar Levy just dropped the hand. Got a bit of a check there, I think. But picked up. No Courtney Johns picking the ball up there. And we got Madison Copeland one-on-one out this side. Looking for her cutters.
Little step
they've
left,
created
right.
space. And there's going to be a push there. Right, we've got a 3-second call coming here, and that is on McKaylee Head. Sorry, Harper Smith. No, McKaylee Head. So McKaylee Head just getting called for 3 seconds there. There's not too much damage unless they can get top side here. But Madison Copeland
having a great tournament and a great game.
Kicks it out there to Johns. Johns pops it down to the bottom corner. And
Oh,
good
that's
inside
a-
move.
oh,
That's a razzle-dazzle, isn't it?
Oh,
And
that
bang,
is.
just like that. Osha Levy just parted the waves, so to speak. And just a little bit of razzle-dazzle on that bottom corner.
Well, let's have a look at this one because that is how you make a little jump cut.
I reckon we might see some.
Boom.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gone.
You know
right
what?
to left, and I'm going downstairs.
Right now, I'm looking for some plaster of Paris to fix the broken ankles
Oh.
down there. Because Osha Levy has sent you one way and gone the other. And it's hard, though, when you get past there, you still got to finish them.
Here
And
we
she's
go.
done a great job to do that. And WA out to 20-0 lead against Waikato here. Live on your Australian Lacrosse Network for all your live free lacrosse throughout Australia. If you like what you're seeing, give us a shout out.
Wills.
Will stepping in. Good defense
Wanting,
there.
great
She's
defense.
been really good today, Ashley Carl, for Waikato. She has been doing a lot of work up and down the field, and her defensive effort there was against an Australian, current Australian 19s player was really, really good. So Olivia Wills, though, with the ball. She will love to put one away. She doesn't have one on the scorebook as yet for today. Oh, so...
Well, false start, maybe.
I did not see what the call was there, but
I think Olivia Wills went before the whistle
Yep.
and the umpire.
and here we go, Ashley Cole.
Oh, but she's hunted it down and
Okay, WA don't have the numbers. They're about to have the numbers, and just pushing in. Good. I was going to say that was a good check, but seen differently there. And Lucy Brown will take the ball up the top, and they'll all have to clear out of here. So Brown can take a couple of steps and try and pop one past Kanan. So Brown steps in. Good crash there from the Waikato girls.
Copeland on the doorstep.
Just going around. They've left her open. You cannot leave Madison Copeland open there. And Madison Copeland receives that one from Courtney Johns on the bottom corner. And Madison Copeland with her fifth of the game, her first of the fourth quarter. And as we see the replay here, we just missed that one, so I'll replay it in my head.
Absolutely.
We see Courtney Johns just driving a double. She drove really hard on the bottom corner, drew the double. We had up the top there, Madison Copeland open by
at the
herself.
45.
And she has just gone bang down the bottom shelf and got herself her fifth for the game. And back into the middle now it goes as we see Isla Fraser taking a
And again,
there.
WA leading forward with numbers.
Isla Fraser just working her magic. Just about flag is down here. So we've got an advantage call. No, gone behind the cage, so that'll have to be brought back up. So Fraser's got to get the ball back. And Fraser will take it out. But really good. So just rotating that face-off as well. Fraser did a great job in the,
Oh, Will's
center
on
draw.
the inside,
Looks inside.
looking.
Is this her first? No, little fake. Oh, little
another
fake, little fake.
She's keen for one. Keen.
She wants one, doesn't she, before the end of the
Very
game?
keen.
Oh,
And they're setting her up one-on-one. Little jump cut to the right.
She
through.
really- good defense there.
That'll be a flag.
But we're going to have a card here, I think. No, we've just got a flag. So, Wills looking for her first of the game. About 4.5 minutes to go here in this second live game. Doubleheader. And Wills, over the top, but backup is there. Great backup from Brown.
And the sun's streaming down. It's getting warm in the
I
commentary
was going to
box.
say our temporary windshield here of the
Of the Glad Wrap windshield.
is certainly heating up. And good step around, steps inside and bang! Oh, that one's just gone on the
Turned
left-hand
around.
side. Shot had, the flag was down, but shot was had. And really good opportunity there from Fraser. And just trying to get everyone on the board here, I think, at the moment. Everyone kicks high. Oh, here she is again. Wills.
Keen.
She wants one, doesn't she? Kicks it over to Fraser. Fraser looks down, kicks the other side there. And that is Millie Doherty with the ball. Ball to be won down the back. Just stopped it from going out, but
Waikato got the ball.
Waikato kicks it over to the goalie there in Kanan.
Pressure straight on from WA.
Ball kicked back into the circle. And she has done the right thing there, trying to kick it back.
Oh, the goalie run.
Coast to coast, if they could only go that far. But,
Got a great clear.
Good pick up there. And can Waikato get on the scoreboard here late in the fourth term and just get one, because the work they've done today has been fantastic. As we see Kate Anderson with the ball here.
Just the one-on-one pressure by WA has been very strong today.
Problem is there's a few Waikato girls standing around watching as we hit the 3-minute call here.
It's quite a stagnant offence.
So everyone's standing around watching and not working with teammates. And if you don't work with your teammates, defence finds it really hard.
Here we go, WA, and they're going to come streaming through the middle here. Oh,
Great.
Waikato
Really
got a little
good
check.
Great check there. That was from Mackenzie Harris.
But
just
one
to
right back,
dispossess the
mate.
ball. And here we go. So we have coming down here, Fraser.
Fraser
steps inside. She wants one for the day as well.
Wide.
Puts that one to the left-hand side. One to the right, one to the left. Fraser's going to get one straight down the middle in a minute. She's done a great job here in this last
gets
quarter.
The ground ball.
Oh, opens up here.
Hang on.
Bang. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Lucy Brown is on the scoreboard. And great
WA
work.
sharing it around, aren't they?
Great work there from WA. And I think there's only a couple of the team members who haven't found the scoreboard as yet. Fraser hasn't for a lack of trying, has it?
No, there have been a couple that are very, very keen. Let's see if the coaches keep them on there to see if we can make sure that everybody can get one.
So we're into the 2-minute mark here in the final 2 minutes of this.
Good to see
WA
rotating through the centre. Giving everybody a chance to have the centre draw.
It's good. And Fraser did a great job there, that last one.
Wills.
So Wills,
ground ball.
Fraser's on. If Fraser goes here, she's got numbers.
Fraser.
Looks down. Great pass down. Just missed the ground ball.
Well,
ground ball to be won.
Ground ball battle.
And who comes up with that? Oh, great ground ball there from Millie Doherty. Looks up. Finds Wills.
One-on-one.
Wills steps inside. Again, good defence.
Stripped.
Great defence there. Just popping it back to the goalkeeper who comes out, puts under pressure. Lots of pressure being had. There it is, ball to be won on the ground. Looks up.
Ran into a brick wall.
So Fraser, can she put one down the middle?
Wills at the top.
Fraser, again, going hard at the ground ball. She's going to win that one back. So,
Olivia Wills at the top.
Yeah, Olivia can
Pass
see.
Me the ball.
Almost salivating at the top there, isn't she? But that might actually draw the player for Fraser. So just lines it up.
Levy for the ground ball, hunting.
Skylar Levy kicking it over. They're hungry, aren't they? They're hungry for one. Especially Will. She's hungry for one.
Drop the shoulder. She's gone.
And
she's gone. Pressure's on.
She's got Fraser on the top side here.
Ooh,
we have got a free space call, and Wills will end up having an opportunity. But she has Fraser on the inside. Would you give it to Fraser here?
I think we're going straight at the goal.
We've got 40 seconds left, I hear, in the game. Wills is going straight to the cage. And bang, there she is.
Ring
Wills
the bell.
gets one, top shelf.
Ring the bell.
And she's been trying for that one all day, Olivia Wills. Been outstanding through the play up and down the field. And rewards herself with one on the scoreboard late in the fourth quarter.
It's been a dominant display through the midfield for Western Australia. And Wills, as you said, has capped off a solid day out there.
And she's very happy about that one as you see the replay. She was almost like, oh, I finally got one.
Oh, and there's a little cheer, a little hands up cheer. Just a very small one to one of her teammates to say, yep, I'm on the board.
Okay, Fraser now. We've got probably less than 40 seconds to go here now.
Ground ball in dispute.
Okay. So this is always an interesting concept.
Rightio.
A bit like the old ball up in basketball, isn't it?
Rightio. A disputed ball. WA straight to it.
Fraser's on the outside here. She probably deserves one with the work she's been doing in the last bit.
Oh, nice inside
Looks down the
pass.
bottom.
Levy.
Clock is on the field here.
In dispute. Big collision.
Big collision. And that was Kendall Payne there.
And she has had a very, very solid game. She has been everywhere.
She has been. She got that great ground ball out here drawn by a foul. And good defence there. Just needs to kick it over. There's one this side.
Oh, Levy,
So
Levy on the
clock
45.
is on. Is there another one coming here for WA? Looks up the top. And as the final whistle goes here at the East Fremantle Lacrosse Club for your 2019 ALA National Championships, men's and women, we see WA 23 run out winners over Waikato 0. And a fairly dominant game by the WA girls, but the Waikato girls certainly had their standouts today as well. And we're going to go to the MVP medals very shortly. So what we might do is just have a quick break here, then we'll come back and wrap up the game. We'll just get a microphone over so the girls can hear this on the live feed. And as they line up for their MVP medals, we'll take a 2-second break and we'll be back in a second. That one. Great, thank you. They use the mic. Yeah. Thank you.
Just before we get a photo, guys, congratulations, guys, for that was a really hard fought game, and even in this rain, I know it got freezing cold 'cause it did on the sideline, so snaps for you guys being out there running through it all. Also, awesome to see you guys over here again. I think it's really big for the competition and the under-18s in general, so thank you for making it all the way over to sometimes sunny Perth. Your MVP for today is number 31, Quinn. Congratulations.
Cool. Well done, WA. Congratulations on the win. You guys are an amazing team with amazing players. All the best for tomorrow, because you're going to have a hard game against SA by the looks of things. And good luck for the rest of the tournament. Your MVP player is Erin Mitchell.
Thank you.
As the MVPs have just been done there for Waikato and WA, And we see Erin Mitchell, the MVP for the Western Australian team. And Gwyn Tuapiki for the Waikato side, and had an outstanding game in the cage there. And Erin Mitchell also had an outstanding game up and down the field. It was a fantastic day of lacrosse here for the 2 games we had. Obviously, the Victoria SA game running out 13-10 winners SA, and they will meet WA tomorrow in what becomes a massive deciding game. And then we have the Victorians team playing the Waikato tomorrow, and Victoria will be looking on to see whether or not they get through, or whether WA get through or South Australia get through. So stay tuned tomorrow. We have 3 fantastic live games coming through to you from the Australian Lacrosse Network, and we look forward to having you then. On behalf of myself, Tony Watts, and thank you to Paul Buckman for stepping in to commentate today as well. Scotty Gill and the guys from the TAFE who are standing in front of me looking like they're getting blown around. We appreciate their help. They're doing a great job on the cameras from Northern Metropolitan and TAFE. We really appreciate their help. So on behalf of the Australian Lacrosse Network, we will see you tomorrow when the weather hopefully is a little bit finer, but the games are just as tight. Have a great night.